The wait is finally over. The highly anticipated FM26 Winter update, officially known as 26.2, is dropping on Monday, March the 9th, and Sports Interactive have just published the massive 26.2 preview on their official forums. And we're talking about over 5 million database changes. Yes, you heard that right, 5 million about this patch. We'll cover the January transfer window updates, the massive current and potential attribute overhauls for thousands of players, and some absolute game-changing UI and tactical fixes that are going to completely shift how you play your saves. Grab a coffee, hit that like button, and let's dive right into the 26.2 change list. Let's start with the absolute biggest draw of the winter update, the database. 26.2 brings all of the complete deals from the January transfer window. If your team made a panic buy on deadline day or secured a highly rated wonderkid, they're now officially at your club. Sports Interactive have confirmed there are over 5 million changes in the database since the initial release on 26. This isn't just player movement, this is loan deals, contract extensions, staff changes, and updated license headshots. Every single squad across the top leagues is now fully aligned with the real world as of February 2026. Note for you MLS and Scandinavian leagues managers out there, rosters for leagues running on the calendar year will only reflect up to the end of the 2025 season. For long-term enthusiasts, this is a definitive database you were playing on until FM27. All these wonderkids that secure big moves will now be harder to poach, so your scouting strategies will need a major rethink. Moving on to the meat and potatoes of the update, attribute changes. Thousands of players and staff have had their current ability and potential ability tweaked. Players who had a breakout first half of the 2025-26 season have received the buffs they deserve. We all know these hidden gems that we've been abusing in the match engine since launch, while I expect a lot of them to have significant bumps in value and reputation now. Conversely, if a superstar has been dropping absolute stinkers in real life over the last 6 months, you're going to see their physical and mental attributes take a noticeable hit. I highly recommend double checking your recruitment focuses. Players you had scouted with a B+ recommendation back in December in game might now be an A or completely out of your price range. Now let's talk about the user interface and tactics, because SI has dropped some incredible quality of life improvements here. First up, the fixtures and results page has been fully redesigned to be full screen, and you can now set a preference automatically for it to pop up before and after matches and in competitions. It just adds that little bit more immersion. But the absolute game changer is the tactic visualizer. You can now change player instructions and roles directly from the tactic visualizer itself. Plus, you can view the visualizer straight from the team shape tab with the in and out possession menus. No more clicking back and forth between 5 different screens just to tell your win back to sit narrower. They've also fixed a huge annoyance. Opposition instructions will now default to predicted lineup instead of all positions. Oh, and a quick peg for your tactics. We'll no longer throw random under 18 players into slot 11. It should specifically have that filter selected. Absolutely brilliant stuff. From a gameplay perspective, Sports Interactive have polished a ton of rough edges. One of my favourite small tweaks is that AI manager settings are now actually going to be far more prominent on your new screen. We love a bit of managerial drama, and then you won't miss it when Pep or Arteta gets the boot. They fixed a ridiculous bug where players would illogically get furious with you, the manager, if the transfer collapsed due to work permit issues. Like me, I can't control the government. Thankfully, that's sorted. They've also patched an issue that stopped your director of football from signing players that were recently on trial with your club. Let's quickly touch on graphics. For you youth academy managers, dynamic aging for new gen portraits have been properly implemented. Your 15-year-old wonderkid will actually look like a grown adult by the time he's captaining your Champions League winning squad at 2025. In the match engine, they've squashed some weird little bugs, like fixing distorted player models at kickoff, and resolving a hilarious issue where it randomly snowed during matches in Saudi Arabia. Under pitch heating now works correctly for those of you running the game in low graphic settings. So 26.2 update hits this Monday 9th of March on PC, Mac, console and Apple Arcade. Keep an eye out for the news on mobile and Steam. Mobile and Nintendo Switch, versions shortly after, which should be in the next couple of weeks. You are going to have to start a new save if you want some of these database updates, but for all the rest of the stuff in the background, you can continue them on your normal save. Are you going to continue your current save, or is this massive 5 million change database the perfect excuse to start a brand new road to glory? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like, subscribe for daily FM26 content, including breakdowns, wonderkid guides,